You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling.
All right, good day, everyone. Tonight, we will embark on an extraordinary artistic adventure. We are thrilled to introduce a groundbreaking topic that combines the power of technology with the limitless creativity of arts and crafts. Welcome to the world of collaborative artistry with ChatGPT. In this ever-evolving digital era where innovation knows no bounds, ChatGPT emerges as an invaluable companion for arts and crafts creators. It serves as a unique collaborative tool, seamlessly integrating the capabilities of artificial intelligence or AI with the passion and ingenuity of human artists. Imagine a world where you can engage in dynamic language model, AI powered, exchanging ideas, seeking inspiration, and receiving expert guidance on your artistic endeavors. ChatGPT becomes your trusted partner, always ready to offer a helping hand or a fresh perspective. But ChatGPT doesn't stop there. It assists you throughout your creative process, providing step-by-step instructions on various techniques and offering tailored recommendations for materials and tools. Encounter a challenge or hit a roadblock? ChatGPT becomes your problem-solving ally as well, helping you troubleshoot and find ingenious solutions. And let's not forget about the power of collaboration. ChatGPT is not just a tool. It's a conversational partner that engages in meaningful discussions, providing constructive feedback and critique. With its help, you can refine your artistic vision, experiment with new approaches, and elevate your craftsmanship to new heights. But remember, while ChatGPT is a remarkable resource, it is your artistic intuition and expertise that will ultimately shape your creations. So use ChatGPT as a catalyst for your imagination, a source of inspiration, and an ally that amplifies your artistic journey. So, dear artists and crafters, are you ready to embrace the future of collaboration? step into this extraordinary realm where technology and creativity intertwine. Let ChatGPT be your guide, like mommy guide, and together, let's unlock the boundless potential of collaborative arts and crafts. Welcome to the world of collaborative artistry with ChatGPT. Of course, joining us tonight is not somebody who's new to you because he's always our tech guy, go-to guy. Our tech hero, none other than Victor of Basic Networks and Streaming. Good evening, Victor. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning to me. Good evening to everyone else.
So, Victor, how did you like my introduction for tonight?
That was extremely detailed. I think we answered every single question in the intro.
All right, so we actually opened up the show tonight to show you one of the things that this awesome thing called ChatGPT can do. Okay, but before we actually do that, all right, so let's say hi to the people in the chat. Of course, we have Patrick. Hi, Patrick. Patrick said, just saying hi to all. I can't stay. Have a great stream. Thank you so much, Patrick, and happy Mother's Day to your mom and your beautiful wife. There you go. Also, we have Sammy. Okay, greeting everybody. Happy Mother's Day as well, and for joining us. And we have Miguel. Hello, Miguel. Thank you so much. Remember Miguel, right, Victor? From Lida
Yes.
last year.
Yeah.
And he's also
the-
a tech guy just like you. Thank you so much, anak. And happy Mother's Day to your mom as well and your grandma. Ayan. Miss Zell, happy Mother's Day. Ayan. Of course, ayan na. Everybody saying hi to everyone. Okay, and good morning to you, Victor from Sammy. So, Victor, okay, so before we start, okay, let me ask you, what is Chat GPT?
you kind of already answered that and more, but I want to say in simple terms, think of ChatGPT as a way to communicate with some. I don't want to say someone, but it is a natural language based AI. So it's almost like chatting with someone online, like texting back and forth. You ask questions, you bring up comments, and it will reply to you kind of in a natural human type way.
Hmm. Okay, so interesting. So you can actually like ask. So first and foremost, is chat okay? So chat. So it's like talking to it, right? But is this something that one needs to buy? How do we get Chat GPT and actually use it, Victor?
Well, the way I started using it literally a week or two ago, even my boss told me to start using it at work, is I just Googled on the browser. I hope I have the official one. There's probably a few different types of AI that do this kind of thing. And it had me sign in. Now, there is a paid version,
Mm-hmm.
but I am just using the free version. And all I did was sign in with one of my Gmail accounts.
Mm-hmm.
This way, I think, is better to always sign in if you could, because at least with this program, it's saving a history of like all the questions and stuff that I have asked it. And I believe if I go back to it and like click on that conversation,
Okay, hold on.
it's going to
Let's see
reload
this.
it and show me the answers.
Okay, sorry about
Yeah.
that, guys. I
So,
forgot to
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Okay, so this
So
is
if you
this the
notice,
Chat GPT dashboard? You call it
yes,
a
and
dashboard.
this is
Okay.
on my computer. And if you notice, you can
Sorry,
see a
Victor,
lot
can
of
we start
things.
from the beginning because I was unable to show them how? So, how did you
Oh,
find
I'm going to show you.
ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I just Googled Chat GPT. So I just literally just Googled.
Okay.
And the problem is, since I'm already using it, it just wants to take me there. And then it says right here, introducing ChatGPT. This is the symbol I think you have to look for to make sure you're on the right one. And then I just clicked on there. Now I already had it open, and I signed in with my Gmail, one of my Gmail accounts. And if you notice, There's a lot of things, not a lot, but there's different things listed on the left hand side.
Mm-hmm.
These are all my different chats. So it says previous 30 days. So this was something that I started asking it, and this is more of work related for me, where I was trying to troubleshoot some network equipment and stuff like that. It even gave me the link where I could go to the actual vendor's website to get more information. But
Mm-hmm.
if you sign in, it'll keep a history of everything that you've asked it to do with its responses. So think of it like chatting on your phone. You have all the chat history so you could go back to what it was you were asking it.
So if you want the history, you have to sign in. I mean, is that there?
I believe so because if you don't sign in, it's not going to know who you are. So if you
Okay.
could use, I don't even know if you could use it without signing in. That's one.
Okay.
But if you could use it, let's say as a guest, chances are it's not going to save your history. So when you close the browser and go back, you're starting blank.
Okay. So at least so it's so easy, right? Victor? You don't even need to
Oh yeah.
download an app or anything like that?
No, nothing. You don't have to.
Okay.
I actually did find an app on my phone, but for some reason, after I asked 3 questions, it won't let me ask anything else. Here on the web browser, I've asked like 10 questions in one day, 20 questions. It just keeps working.
So it's also available on the phone, though what do you call this, functionality of asking is limited to three on the phone, but on a browser, on a maybe laptop or desktop, you can get more, right? So Victor,
Yeah, and I think
how
what it
is
is they
safety?
want you.
Is this like safe to use? Like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. Because when it comes to safety, being like online
Mm-hmm.
or like where people would think about, why I don't want to get hacked or my computer, a virus or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're just on the browser. You're not
Okay.
literally clicking on links unless it provides you a link.
Okay.
But if you, let's say it provides you a link, if you're concerned with safety, you're better off just looking at what it's telling you. Like perfect example, if you go back to my screen where I was sharing,
Mm-hmm. Okay, I will.
I'll show you what I mean. I think it's better to show. So if you notice right here, there's a link here.
Okay.
So to make sure you're being safe, if you trust the location but you don't trust clicking on it from here,
Mm-hmm.
you just need to make a note of what it says here, status.meraki.com for this example.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just type it in yourself. Because
Mm.
this being here written the way it is doesn't mean that's where it's going to take you. That's how sometimes people get hacked. It'll be a
Oh,
fake link.
so
But as
phishing
far as
links
I
like
could
that.
tell, this is safe to the best of my knowledge.
Mm.
It picked up a proper link. I haven't done a lot of research yet, but I
Mm-hmm.
haven't heard of ChatGPT doing anything that would be like malicious or giving you a
All
bad
right.
link. But if you're ever concerned with a link, especially like in an email,
Mm-hmm.
like let's say you get an email from your bank and you're like, oh, let me click on this, but the email looked a little weird. Instead of clicking on it, you're better off just going straight to your bank app or your
Mm-hmm.
bank's website. So as far as that, you can always be cautious. But right now, I feel Chat GPT would be fine.
All right. That's great news. Whew. Okay. All right. So, guys, okay. And we have Michael. Hi, Michael. Do you remember Michael from Lida as well?
Yes, yes, I do.
Yes, Chat GPT is great. Michael, can you put in the chat if you're actually using my Chat GPT, or anybody in the chat? Have you tried using Chat GPT, and how has your experience been so far? Okay, maybe you can also share with us in the chat. Okay, so Victor, so we've mentioned so that Chat GPT is actually, you can use it from a web browser. pretty safe as of now, right? Just don't click on links. That's a very great reminder to self as well, right? So
When in doubt,
ChatGPT
yeah.
has been like the craze since the beginning of, I think part of the latter part of last year and, when the new year entered. But it is only now that we're actually talking about it because, as you know, our community is not really into, tech. Okay, we do need tech and use tech just so we can actually go live, right? And bring out the things that we want to. But actually, ChatGPT is more than meets the eyes, right? The eyes. So for crafters like us, artists, crafters, what do you call it? Creatives. Actually, Michael is an artist, right? So how can it help? Okay, us, Victor.
Think of it like having a conversation with another person that could answer a lot of your questions. Basically, what you're going to do with Chat GPT is you're probably going to ask it questions, whether it'll be a question on what type of paper to use or can you give me ideas?
Okay, so
It all
why don't we
depends on
show
the
them that
questions.
one?
Sure.
Okay, Victor. For example,
So,
okay, that was a great question.
yeah. So, for example, let's say me, I know nothing about crafting.
Mhm.
So, I could
Up
do
to now,
something as
you all
simple.
already know a little bit because you've been watching us. Next time, Victor, you're
So, I
actually
could
gonna do
ask,
craft in the future.
I'll do crafting in November.
All right.
So, let's say we're going to ask a question like, what is a good way to get into crafting? And let's see what it tells us. And it's very quick too.
Wow.
I
Yes.
find it
Just
very interesting
seconds.
how quick it is. Oh yeah. And then we'll just give it a little time to ramble a little bit.
Wow.
And there it goes. So it says there are many ways to get into crafting, and the best approach will depend on your interest and experience. Here are a few tips to help you get started. And I mean, it just goes on and it starts giving you
Wow.
information. Choose a project that interest you. And to me, that is great. That is great to start with that because a lot of people want to try things, but I don't think they take in consideration that anything you get into, you have to have that passion. You have to have the interest. If you're doing something just to do it, I really don't think a lot of people are going to get too far into that when they don't initially have at least the interest or the passion for that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, start with easy projects. Number three, gather your supplies. Once you chosen a project, gather all the necessary supplies. This may include tools, materials, and any instructions and patterns. So this is
Amazing.
what you could do with Chat GPT. Something as simple as a question of how to even start crafting.
Wow. That is awesome. So guys, imagine, right? Before, okay, you either what do you call this, Google, right? Or sometimes you even try to buy a magazine or a book, but if you're super pressed for time, right? And you need to come up with, let's say, a project, a material description and everything, you can easily do so now. Okay, Victor, there is a suggestion. First, hi Miss Mary, mega love shout out and happy Mother's Day to you to. Po, Miss Mary, Master Red, baka may tanong po kayo. You can put it in the chat and we will ask Chat GPT so we can show you. Okay. Can Chat GPT be asked a question in other language or is it just English? Have you tried?
I I I actually asked it, and it does say that it is
Oh.
lingual, but I
Oh,
haven't
great.
tested it. I think what it could do, and it all depends on how you word it. So, like, let's say, for example, half the time I can't read some of the stuff in the chat because
Mhm.
it's was it
Yeah.
in Tagalog. I'm sorry,
Yes, that's
Tagalog.
correct. Tagalog.
I can't say it. Wait,
All
maybe I
right.
need more
So
coffee.
guys,
Hold on.
okay, Filipino community, ask me a question in Tagalog and we will check if ChatGPT can answer it. Okay, how about this one from Michael? Michael said, okay, Victor, can we do this? Okay, let's ask it this one. Okay, give me 15 crafting ideas for dollhouse using Cricut. Okay, so C
All
R
right.
I C U T though. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
to make sure I type things properly, I'm
Mm-hmm.
a copy paste type of guy.
All right. That is
So I
cool.
just copied and paste, and let's see what happens.
Okay. Thank you, Michael,
And I
for that
liked your
awesome
comment,
question.
and I liked your comment earlier when you had mentioned in the past using Google. And I thought about that before we started the show. One of the big tools, or one of the things that we were always told when I was getting into IT and everything,
Mm-hmm.
Google's your friend. You could find anything, help, get help trying to fix things and everything. Just go to Google. ChatGPT is like Google supercharged because rather than it just suggesting 1,000 different websites for you to click
Mm-hmm.
on every one and try to figure things out, it will actually give you information right there and then. So here we go. 15 crafting ideas. Miniature vinyl decals for walls and furniture. I mean, it's just listing it right there. Custom wallpaper patterns for dollhouse rooms. Miniature what is that? Planters and garden accessories. Exactly 15, just like you asked. And then at the end, these ideas can be adapted and modified according to personal preference, style, and needs, and can be a great way to add unique and personalized touches to a dollhouse.
Oh, wow. Right? And it was so fast, right, Victor? It gave
It
you
was
those
so
answers
fast.
so fast. And what, Victor, if let's say those 15, oh, I didn't see anything I like there. Can I ask it to give me more answers
What
to
I
that
would
question?
suggest, what I would suggest is modify the question. So let's say rather than saying give me 15 crafting ideas for doll houses using Cricut,
Mm-hmm.
modify it a little bit. Maybe you could say, give me 15 crafting ideas for doll houses using Crickets, and then add a little bit more. You have to change it up. You know, certain type of dollhouse. I mean, I at the top of my head, I can't think of like the right terms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But if you modify the question, the more information you provide, or the more details.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I wanted certain colors. 15 crafting ideas for dollhouses using Cricut machine with a certain style of cutting or something. I mean, it will probably change it up. But
Mm.
what we could do as a test, let me ask the exact same question, because again,
And
this is
then
how we learn.
additional answers, please. Okay, let's try that. Same
And
question, and can you add additional or more options, please?
um
Okay, let's try.
give me
Just try.
1 second.
More options, please. No change in the question. Just say more options, please. And let's see if it's gonna give us another. Without changing the question. Just options, please. All right. And let's see. All right. I'm excited. Oh, there.
Oh wait, it even says here are 15 more.
Right? So if you are not satisfied with the initial answer, you can even ask it for more. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So you just gotta modify the question a little bit for it to understand. Just
Mm-hmm.
just think of it as literally as you're communicating with someone.
All right.
So ask the question in a way that seems to be a complete question.
Okay. Guys, if you have questions, okay, so that Victor and I, thank you so much, Michael, for starting us off with that amazing question prompt. I'm doing like this because my what do you call this? My camera is covering my monitor. And I cannot see. Okay, hold on. There you go. So, Sammy is asking a question, Victor. Can Chat GPT give me prompts for an essay? Okay, careful, careful though for students. Sammy, you're a student. Careful because your teachers, your professors may know, all right, that you guys might be using ChatGPT. All right. So they do have, apps to actually check. Okay. So, but can ChatGPT give me prompts for an essay? Just the prompts anyway. Preferably about communication issues in the Philippines. Anak, mukhang this is a homework, ha? It sounds like it's a
That's
homework.
pretty detailed. That's pretty detailed. Um, Chat GPT, I would say definitely could. Um, I've already heard stories here and there of people with concerns with Chat GPT because of the
Mm-hmm.
fact of there's a lot of people in school and even in the professional world
Mm-hmm.
using Chat GPT to do, let's say for example, do their essays, do their some of their projects. There's people in the professional world that use it to design like questions, or I mean it literally could help you with so much when it comes to writing. That's like one of the biggest features, where anything that is like written, it could give you suggestions. It could literally probably even like give you an example of a full. Let's stop there.
Okay, okay. So there you go.
Let's stop
Again,
there.
okay. Tread with caution. It's a very powerful tool, right? So, but don't let it, okay, be the all and be all, right? Tread with caution. All right. Oh, so here's a Filipino question, okay, provided or asked by me, Victor. Can you copy paste and let's see if it can understand Tagalog or Filipino. All right? So, paano gumawa ng bulaklak na papel para sa Mother's Day? It just simply means how does one create a paper flower for Mother's Day? Okay, let's
All
ask
right.
ChatGPT.
So I'm gonna put that in Chat GPT now, and we're gonna see what happens. Because my understanding is they said that it could translate, so maybe it's gonna just translate it to English if it doesn't just get confused.
Okay, let's see
And you
if
notice it's thinking.
yes.
You broke it, Lala. You broke it.
Let's see if it can actually, or do you need to have a paid probably subscription to be able to do different languages. So let's see.
It
Remember, we're
is. It
just
is
doing the
possible.
free.
Right.
Oh, it's having a hard time, right?
It seems like it is. Yeah. So we're gonna stop. Oh wait.
OMG. Hold on,
Okay, I
can you
can't
read it
read
out
none
for
of
me?
that. I can't read none of that.
Okay, hold on. Let me check if I can, but it's too small for me to read. Hold on. I can't.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I will try to read it, Victor. I will try my very best.
It's not
Okay.
even finished yet.
Paano
It's not
gawin?
even finished
Pumili
yet.
ng... OMG, it's correct.
It's not even finished yet. It's still thinking.
Okay, so the first part of it was saying, magandang ideya na gumawa ng bulaklak na papel para sa Mother's Day. Narito ang simpleng paraan. It said, this is a great idea that you have to make for Mother's Day. And this is a simple instruction of how to do it. And then it lists down the materials. And then after that, it lists down the instructions in Tagalog, in Filipino. Amazing. And it's correct. The grammar is correct. I have
And
to
that's
say.
another thing. Now we know it's not just in English, but that's another thing. It could create. So let's say, for example, for my job, I'm
Mm-hmm,
creating an email and I'm sending this email to like some CEOs and everything at the company. I
mm-hmm,
could take probably my written like email and do something like check check and correct this for me or something like that, and
uh-huh.
paste it in there, and it would probably rewrite my email using different words. That way I'm not repeating the same word, and kind of like make it a little bit more professional looking, because everyone knows my emails are going to be more like jobs done. I mean, I'm not a big writer, but it did take some time to think about it. I guess because of maybe the language change, it's not used
Mm-hmm.
to me typing,
Exactly.
maybe. But
Exactly.
I'm surprised.
It actually is on point. You know, the grammar was correct. The materials was correct. Perfect so far. Okay, from what I could read because it's fairly small. Okay, so okay, Sammy, I think we did that a while ago. Oh, the essay question was really more of a joke. Okay, that's good to know.
Sure,
Okay.
Sammy. Sure.
I think Uncle Vector didn't really believe. All right, here's for another one from Michael. Michael said, supposedly you can have it check your results for plagiarism. Ooh. Okay, so careful because your professor might even use Chat GPT itself to actually do that. Right. Wow, that's great. Thank you, Michael, for that heads up. Okay. So again, the topic what we have right now is for crafters, right? And so if you're thinking that Chat GPT is just for, tech people or the tech world, right? So or maybe writers. So it's actually not, right, Victor?
No, no, no. Perfect example. Let's say I wanted to learn how to cook something, or I wanted like a recipe. You could
Okay.
literally probably just type how to make so and so, and it'll probably tell you. So let's say I wanted to write
Let's say
how
how to
to
create something
cook.
like exotic food, right? So let's see. Uh,
So let's see if I'm just gonna how to cook Spanish rice. Let's
oh,
see
okay,
what
that's
it tells
nice.
me.
Spanish rice. I love Spanish
Spanish rice
rice.
is also known as Mexican rice. I don't. Okay,
Mm.
okay. uh, is a flavorful and colorful side dish. It's still writing, so it's moving on me.
This
That
is
can be complemented in many Mexican inspired, and it keeps going. And look, it provided instructions. Rinse
exactly
the
right.
rice under cold running water until the water runs clear. Okay, even my mother told me that, but we're Puerto Rican. Uh, Drain the rice and set it aside. That sounds still like mommy. Heat the olive oil in a medium sauce oven, a medium saucepan over medium heat. Still sounds right from what I remember. Add the chopped onions and minced garlic into the saucepan. This is where it changes a little bit from family, because what my mother used to do, side note, she used to take all the ingredients, like, that kind of stuff, green peppers, whatever she's going to use,
Uh huh.
and she used to actually put it in a blender and mix it all up. So anyone
Mm.
that's familiar with Spanish spices and stuff like that, like
Mm-mm.
here, if I was to go to the store, the closest thing would be sofrito. So if you go to the store and you buy, I think it's called sofrito. It's the green peppers and all the spices grounded up, mixed in, and it just looks like green gook.
Mm.
So you would throw
Ring
that
cook.
green gook in the pot and let it simmer and all that, and then when you put the rice and all that stuff, all the flavors went into the rice. So that is very, very detailed instructions and
Uh-oh.
everything.
So
But I cheat. I
fairly
just use a
close
steamer.
to the actual thing, right? Fairly
Oh
close.
yeah. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good the way it's writing all that stuff. Me,
Okay.
I just do white rice in a steamer because it's water, rice, power, you're done.
Hmm. So another question I have, Victor, right? So we've seen what it can do so far. That you can, it can provide you with answers pretty fast, pretty detailed, right? Even materials, instructions. So if you're a crafter, you run out of ideas and you need to come up with a project or idea for your next live stream or your next video. And sometimes we do have this, creative rut, as we say, right? And but still you want to be consistent, so you can actually ask ChatGPT. Now, Victor, can ChatGPT do all? Like, for example, for us, the arts and crafts, sometimes we do want photos, images as inspirations. Can ChatGPT do that?
No. I actually
Ah,
tested this earlier, because I remember when we had talked before, you had mentioned other like AIs that could help like find pictures. You just give it like a
mm-mm.
description. As soon as I did it in Chat GPT, it basically told me no. It does not have the ability to scan photos on the internet. So it does have its limitations, and as far as I could tell, that's one of them. You can't put in something like find me pandas in the park, which I did ask that question. So if you go back to my screen, you'll notice it saved it. It saved it in the history of
Okay.
when I asked it. So this is what happened when I said, where is it? This, yeah, find pictures of pandas in the park. I am sorry, as an AI language model, I do not
Mhm.
have the ability to browse the internet and search for images. However, I can guide you on how to find pictures of pandas in the park.
Okay. So it does, okay, as powerful as it does have its limitations, guys. All right.
Right.
There you go. So images in terms of inspiration, maybe it can do like a descriptive way of showing you how, but the actual image or picture, something like a Pinterest thing, is not something that it can actually but there are other AI stuff that they can do that, and hopefully in the future, you let me and Victor, research more about it. We could probably do a feature on that one. Okay, probably a question, okay, that has been or is still being asked by a lot lately. Okay, I don't, we're not experts in this, Victor, but as I said, we always try to learn together, right? So, do you think there are ethical considerations when using ChatGPT for content creation? What's your
Um,
take on this one?
for content creation, I want to say no. No, I can't think of anything as far as content creation. That would fall probably more into, like students with their classrooms and studies, because, like I said earlier, it's one thing to ask for research, like research material, or do research with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there's been several occasions where students have basically tried to write their entire have Chat GPT write their entire essay, perfect example, math. I mean, picture me doing my math homework and I just go to Chat
Can
GPT
okay,
and
hold
say,
on,
"What's
Victor.
two times two?"
Hold on with that one. I suddenly it's like, can
That's
Chat GPT do math?
We're gonna find out right now.
All right, let's check that. I haven't even thought about that. Okay, I know
Yeah,
our topic
so
is
we're gonna
content
do.
creation for crafters, but I'm
Yeah,
actually now interested about its application on math.
let's see if we could just understand the simple. It just did
Oh wow.
it. Well, here's the thing. If you think about it, my boss told me about ChatGPT and wanted me to use it because he
Uh-huh.
actually used ChatGPT to help him create code for a program he was working on.
Oh wow.
So he must have inputted certain information, maybe even asked it, how do I actually format this type of thing for this type of program? And it gave him, I think, examples, and it helped him code some information on one of the programs that the company uses. So there's a lot of things it could do, but right now I can't find pictures.
Okay, so far the only thing it can't do, okay, based on our, trying to test it, is the photos or the videos. But that's amazing.
Right.
Even the math questions. Okay, I hope my son
Oh
is
yeah.
not watching this
Watching.
because he has like several what do you call this?
Mm.
What do you call that? Math word problems. He might just enter that,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Problem
yeah,
solving.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
let's okay, so another one is let's say in terms of cost. Okay? So what I know that what we're using right now is, the free version. Okay. So do
Right.
you think
Right.
for crafters, artists like us, for most of the time, I think the application would be for us is more of, trying to jumpstart us when we get into a creative rut or something to help or aid us in actually maybe if the instruction is not clear. All right. So do you think that this free version is more than enough for us? What can one get from the paid version? Have you tried researching on that one or not yet?
I haven't tried researching on the paid version yet. So,
Mm-hmm.
one, I don't know how much the paid version is.
Mm-mm.
Two, the biggest thing, whenever you take in consideration a free version and a paid version of anything,
Mm-hmm.
what I recommend is one, look at the cost. Two, look at the difference in the features or what it could do between the free and the paid version. Because a lot of times, the free version of a lot of anything is enough to at least get people started or do anything and everything they need. Normally, when you add the paid version, sometimes it just makes things, depending on what it is, it might be faster. It might be, if it's something that deals with storage, it gives you more storage. Perfect example, like the phone version. I
Mm-hmm.
only could ask 3 questions a day. If I did the paid version, which the paid version on the phone is ridiculous, it's like $7 and something a week.
Wow.
I'm not paying $7 a week for me to ask more than 3 questions when I could do it on my computer. So it
All
all
right.
depends. Are the additional features worth it? Another
Mm-hmm.
perfect example, ECAP.
Yes.
Even though they don't have a free version, comparing the basic and the pro, if you're going to do interview modes, if you're going to do certain things, I think all the ISO recording, if you do that, that's all pro. But for some people, they're not doing interviews, they're not doing ISO recording. All they want is some software that they could do some basic things with. They could get away with the basics. So it's kind of the same thing. Whether it's free, paid, multi tier, you really
Mm-mm.
have to look at the features, what the differences are in the features, and if it's really worth that additional charge.
Wow, awesome. Thank you so much, Victor. To take notes, so Victor didn't just answer about Chat GPT, but anything in general, free versus a paid one, right? So always take that into consideration. So thank you, Victor.
Yeah,
Another
I
one.
watch YouTube. I watch YouTube with commercials because I ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
pay for it.
Okay, yeah. All right, there you go. Victor, how about this one? Is it possible, okay, to customize ChatGPT's responses, okay, to align with a specific brand or style? Meaning, make it a little bit more niche versus it being general. Can it, let's say, for example, I want to create something DIY, but with a little bit of a luxury style to it, not the usual. Can it do
Right.
that?
I want to say it probably could to a point. So again, it depends on how you word the the question or the comment to the AI,
Mm-hmm.
and also whatever response it gives you, your experience and your knowledge and your understanding of your niche, you could take that information and kind of adjust it yourself to fit your needs even better. So
Mm-hmm.
think of Chat GPT in that situation of giving you like the foundation. It's giving you the basic information, and with your knowledge, experience, and understanding of what it is you want, you could kind of modify the information yourself.
Okay, great, great answer. I agree. Okay, so how about as content creators, right? We do want to have like a certain, show flow or of some kind. Can Chat GPT help one? Okay, to let's say for example, an artist or a crafter like me to come up with a show flow for me. Can we like test that right now?
Um, yeah, I want to say that might be something more of your experience because
Oh, I
I'm
haven't
guessing
tried
you
it. I
might have
haven't
tried it.
actually
Oh,
tried.
you haven't?
Yes, not
Hmm.
yet. I only
Okay,
ask
so
about topics. I've never asked about, creating me a show flow because I already have one. So I'm like interested to know if can it give suggestions as to show flow?
let's find out how, because the trick is how to word it. So I'm gonna try this video show flow for a video on craft. I said video twice. See, this is why I need Chat GPT to help me write better. Okay, so
Ah,
I got
show.
confused by the video part.
Okay, okay, okay. So we have to reword it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So show flow.
Try this. Show flow on crafting. Yeah. Now, see, the wording is throwing it off because it keeps thinking of
Oh, when you say
videos, I believe.
show, right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
So how
I'm
about a
pretty sure if you
project?
word it a
Okay.
certain way.
Project. So I'm not giving up on this because I want to check because I want to ask. Uh, project. Let's ask it. Project flow or project script for a
Script.
crafty show.
Maybe script. Maybe
Okay.
script.
Script for a craft show. Oh, there you go.
See, it really depends on the wording.
Okay. So somehow when there is a word video, right? It
It's understanding because here's the
mm,
thing to really take in consideration. This is just software. It's taking certain words and based on what it was programmed to do with those words,
mm-hmm.
it's doing its magic. So certain keywords might throw it off. So if you mention stuff like video, like I was doing, show, because show would be considered a word that people would use for like movies or videos as
Mm.
well. So you got to be careful how you word it, and it looked like it came out with a pretty decent amount of information here. Here's a possible script for a craft show. Host, welcome to our craft show. Today we're going to be showcasing some amazing crafting projects, tips, and ideas. I'm going to need to use this more for my show.
Right? It's awesome.
Oh,
When
I
you don't have
tried.
time,
I tried. I
right?
tried. Um, I think it's listed here. Here we go. This was something that I asked it just to give you guys an idea.
Mm-hmm.
What a good YouTube title for testing the Armoto air pump, and then it gave me an idea for a title. So I mean, there's so much you could do with this, but literally, it's like giving you probably a whole script here.
Amazing, amazing. So, right? So, guys, if you are watching this right now or watching it on replay and you want to, discover more about this, then just go ahead. And if you have issues or any other questions, don't forget, especially when it comes to basic live streams and networks, okay, which is actually the real expertise of Victor. Don't forget to head on to his YouTube channel. This is Basic Networks and Streaming. And if you are not yet subscribed to our dear Victor, okay, please do so. This is his YouTube channel. And if you have further questions, okay, here is his website. It's BasicNAS or basicnas.com/home. You can actually, send him a message there, and all his other details and social media links are in there as well. All right. So there, Miss Vest is coming in to say Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Miss Vest. This is an amazing topic tonight. So I hope that if you came in late and you have not watched it, I hope that you do so on replay because we really had so much fun going through it. An expert at entering for AI at the prompt is a prompt engineer. They can earn. Oh, really now? That is great to know, Michael. 300. Victor, you might have to change your career path. This looks
uh,
like a very nice number.
my sanity trumps the pay. I'm just
There you go.
saying.
All right. And Victor, this is John. Hi, John. John is an inspirational speaker and a very good one at that, right? So, John, thanks for coming in. Good morning to you. And guys, if you are not yet subscribed to John, he's actually doing, he's actually doing, okay, a live every day in May, all about motivational stuff. So he's on YouTube and on Facebook there, John West Haver. All right. So you can catch his lives every day for the month of May. All right. Michael, there you go. Also, of course, Michael. And hopefully, Michael, one of these days we can finally have you here with us in Mommy Guiding during crafty nights. And happy Mother's Day, Lala. Thank you so much, Michael. Again, Victor, okay, maybe invite them over, okay, to, your content. What have you been doing lately in terms of, basic networks and live streaming? On the spotlight.
Basically, I've not been doing what Lala suggests and being consistent and doing my shorts and everything. But just to clarify a little bit of what I do when I'm not being kind of random, what I do is work with networks, with gadgets, with software, anything that has to do with recording and streaming that I'm actually doing. So every camera that I show in my videos, I actually bought and own the
Mm-hmm.
lights, the software, anything and everything that I feel a content creator could use, whether it's stream decks, whether it's Wi-Fi hotspots when you're out in the field, which I'm going to try to do a lot more of testing and doing things. October, I'm going to be in Boston, so I'm going to try to do mobile streaming.
Wow.
When I'm in the Philippines, hopefully everything works out. I'm still
It
working on the
will.
passport. We're gonna do mobile streaming together, so I'm gonna see how you do it and how maybe we could improve a little bit, like with Speedify and certain
Mm-hmm.
softwares for the network bonding. So it's anything and everything to do with internet routers, computers that I actually use and own.
Absolutely. There you go. So start with, that's why what Victor does is whenever we have we are together in a community in online video mastermind group, and there we are free to ask anything and everything about whatever, right? And most of the time when we have issues with tech, I would jump in there and would always ask, can anybody help me with my audio? Is that working like this and like that? And most of the time, Victor would check, like when my Roadcast, is it the Go Wireless Go?
The wireless go, yeah, the
Yeah, the
Rode
Wireless
wireless
Go
go too.
2. I went on a vacation last summer. Okay, just almost a year ago. And I slipped in the floating banca or boat. Okay, and somehow the Rode Wireless Go, a little bit of salty water got in, and then it stopped working. And so Victor helped me try to, actually try to make it work in terms of the software, right? So eventually we did get it. He was even willing to, test everything using his own, okay, Rode Wireless Go. So he says, it's okay. I like breaking things as long as I learn how to, how to make things work. So whenever you have an issue, okay, and a problem, and you want to actually know why, or ask why, Victor is more than happy to do so. It could probably be a possible content for him. And also, if you have, in terms of want a consultant in terms of networks and live streaming, he also does that, right? So just head on to, again, okay, this is his website, which is the best place to go. And then just send him a message over there. And please don't forget to subscribe on his, okay, YouTube channel. All right. So with that, I think this is it for tonight. Again, thank you so much, Victor. Yes, you heard Victor right. Okay. If all things go well, and I'm claiming it, Victor will be here in the Philippines live, and we will be going live together in November, and hopefully will be part of an amazing thing that we're preparing for November. Ayan. All right. So again, Victor, thank you so, so much. And everybody, happy Mother's Day to all you who are moms, and to all your moms, and those who are even fur mommies, okay, and moms at heart. This is Mommy Lara and Victor of Basic Nas saying Happy Mother's Day, and see you all next month for another Tech Night here at Mommy Guide Egg. With that, we say bye! Okay, I forgot to create an extra because this is a new profile. So there's no extra tonight, but we want to say, just say bye. Thank you.
Bye.